Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Supplier Central webinar. My name's Aubrey, and we're excited to present today with Zack Harvey, the Director of Sales at BamBams. Zack will be showing you how BamBams' made-to-order, non-inventory-based model can be of unique value in 2021. To begin, please ask any questions that you might have in the GoToWebinar panel on your screen. Any questions that we don't get to during the presentation will be addressed after the webinar. Zack, are you ready to get started?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having me, Aubrey. All right. So thank you again. Thanks to everyone for coming. If I'm going to pretend you might not be familiar with BamBam, so we'll give you some good information on how you can utilize us this year. BamBams got started in 2003. We got our funny name from the inflatable noisemaker sticks that we call BamBams. So first on the scene, product-wise for us, was this product that we started importing. That was a completely custom product, and so we've developed many from there. We have our own office in the Xiamen area of China as well. So with that, that adds a step of quality control, a last stop before it gets drop shipped direct to you or to your customer. Typically, we're delivering these custom orders for event-specific giveaways or promotions or things like that. So we have an extra step of quality control from the network of production sites that we work with, both in China and in Turkey. So we'll run through a few of those. Shortly after our BamBams noisemakers were on the scene, we moved to the silicone bracelets, kind of in the Live Strong, Lance Armstrong yellow bracelet craze of the early 2000s. So we began getting traction on some of these completely custom orders, custom projects that from the start, BamBams started to do with a completely custom made-to-order type of purchasing. So BamBam's silicone bracelets kind of got the ball rolling for our custom sourcing and made-to-order type projects. So we've done over 100,000 custom imports to this day. That might have been 2 years ago. So we're probably upwards of 150,000 right now, and continue to grow and provide new solutions for things. I think one of the larger areas that we've sold into, just kind of in that sports marketing realm of things. So fan engagements, event, crowd engagement type things, arena fillers to fundraisers. So we'll run through a few of our different categories on those. I think first and foremost, I can't talk about BamBams without talking about knitwear. So I've got some scarves hanging above me here. One of our favorite products to do as a completely custom piece. I think the designs and patterns, it's great having a product where we can really add some flair to it with different colors and imprints and backgrounds. So I've got a handful above me, ranging to the different beanie styles. So palm, cuff, embroidery, different types of patches and embellishments on those. So this is a great product line where we're not picking up something off the shelf and just putting an embroidered logo on it. It has that custom flair to it with PMS matched colors to custom logos, imprint methods, and really opens us up to a lot of different varieties of branding. And these, along with just about everything that we do, we can add, whether it's custom packaging, custom labels, private labels, things like that, to those, and caps, and we'll get into some of those here in a bit. So along our knitwear line, we also like to talk about socks. So woven socks, whether it's the kind of the business style sock, more of athletic style, no-show ankle type socks, all the way up to knee-high and compression socks. So it's not just a business sock that we do. We're customizing these from the toe to the very top of the cuff, whether it's a cuff imprint. Again, so it's nice having something where we're able to do PMS matched colors, custom packaging, again, for the made to order in this type of market, where things are starting to go out of stock in different areas, and people needing more customization for their promotions or their digital stores. That's really where we can provide a great area of expertise and a great product delivered in the end. With that, so we do our knitwear. We have a few different locations for knitwear. We do some in China, we do some in Turkey, and we also have our US made production in our warehouse in Northern Virginia, so right outside of DC. So we'll talk a little bit more about US production a little bit later on. Another area of expertise of ours that has a completely custom type of design to it are the die cast metals. So it's not going to be a stock shape of pin or coin. These are something that they're molded based on your specifications. So whether it's a custom shape for a race medal or race medallion, to different shaped challenge coins, key tags, lapel pins. It's kind of funny to present over here, but so we've got all sorts of lapel pins. The soft enamel option are probably the most popular right now. So again, we're not taking a stock shape off of a shelf, adding a dome to it, and limiting us to a butterfly clutch attachment. We have got different ways to add those, add magnetic backings, things like that, custom packaging, as I mentioned a little while ago. So really the custom part of it is really where we're able to help you provide a product that is extra special to your clients. One of my favorite areas, or one of our favorite parts of die cast metals, kind of newer on the scene, we call them replica championship rings. So kind of these big oversized replica rings, kind of replacing some trophy type items. So think of a nice branded replica ring for whether it's a tournament, or we've had people give them just as thank you gifts to have kind of just a unique thing on a desk, all the way to travel sports for kids, or whatever age it might be, to like a World Series type ring giveaway for a full stadium. So many different options in that area of ours. So not just the die cast metals, but soft PVCs are another one that is a completely custom area. So kind of in that category, from key tags to custom 3D molded luggage tags to the PVC bar mats. So I think a large scale bar mat with 3D logos popping out of it. That is another awesome one of ours. Relatively newer for us in the last couple of years is a custom cut and sew dye sublimation production line. So this goofy shirt that I'm wearing is completely sublimated from the collar to the bottom with some different tags and woven labels, private label on the neck. So this is another one where we're not taking a stock color off of a shelf and embellishing it with a logo. This is something that we're able to work with you and your client on custom design, branding, and really providing that custom private label experience. So along that same production line, from jackets, bomber jackets, to just completely custom jackets. This was a fun one we did. It's kind of a cropped female jacket that just has a sublimation backing all the way around, to caps. So caps, we kind of fit in that same line. So from high crown, low crown, different types of embellishments, kind of a custom embroidered location there, to sublimation under the brim. Again, a great option for someone looking for something different. So not just a yellow cap with an embroidered logo, but adding that little bit of extra flair to the underbill, to the embroidery on the backside, things like that. Different straps, different types of closures. So again, feel like I'm repeating myself, and I don't look at myself and talk very often. So I hope you're laughing at me or with me from your end. Custom sourcing, I did mention a little bit earlier on, but that is one that we push kind of right as a top product category of ours. So a lot of times we're finding that we're getting new products added to our line. So even from the start, from the BamBams and the silicone bracelets, those were our first custom sourced products that we did. So once we find that we're able to do a product at a relatively low quantity and able to produce it quickly, that's when we would typically add it to our line if it's something that's going to sell or if it's popular or trending. So things like neck gaiters or buffs that we've done for 7 or 8 years. Obviously, they've been a lot more popular this past year. So we were able to tweak that and make double layers and add different materials. So things like that, again, that we do a full sublimation on really help wow people, wow your clients, wow your buyers. And having that extra bit of tweaking and customization on products like that are really where we're able to help you sell and sell a new and cool and different type of product. So I love to show some of the different things that we've done. I've got a couple golf club covers that we've done, so different shapes. So one to look like a bourbon bottle, one that looks like a gecko, so plush as another option. Again, so the custom field or area of ours that we don't have necessarily on our website. That's where we want people to think of us for a quick turn, low minimum solution from overseas. So I'm talking typically around 100 pieces, 250 pieces for these completely custom projects. Another one in the plush area was this pillow pet for a kids club. So just another super unique type of item that typically people probably wouldn't think of BamBams for. So we've got the things like the pennants and the flags and different lines like that we do a ton of different great projects with. But we definitely want your opportunities to do the custom off-the-wall things or the things that you're scratching your head on. Like who can I go to for something like this, something odd like this? So those are the types of made-to-order projects that we want to help you solve and get solutions to. So with US production, as I just mentioned briefly earlier, we do have our completely custom knitwear. So a USA made scarf, beanies. Again, we're able to add the embroidery to those, patches, palms, cuffs, kind of the whole realm of those. Screen printing we have in-house. So if you have a mid-Atlantic region that you're needing to ship to, or even drop ship us shirts or things like that too, we can also act as a kind of a local screen printer for you. So again, I have that information available if needed. Also a couple other things like DTG machine and embroidery, and hopefully some dye sublimation here in the near future. Those were the main hitting points that I wanted to touch on. Aubrey, have you seen any questions come through that I might be able to answer for anyone?
I have a couple, but let me get started by saying everybody loves your shirt. I'm getting a lot of those.
All right, thank you.
Where can somebody get more information about this custom type of project, or who would they work with to get started on a custom project?
Yes, I would say right off the bat, me directly for now, and we have a team of 6-7 different account reps in house that you would be working with. So I would be the kind of the point person for initial inquiries and projects, and then I'll bring in your direct account executive from there.
Okay. How can they get a hold of you? What email should they reach out to?
Yes. Is there? Can I put in the chat as well, or will everyone see it?
Yeah, you can put it in the chat, and then I can answer that in the.
Okay.
So it's just Z Harvey with EY at BamBams.com is how they reach out. Okay.
Exactly. Yes, and then I can give you our my extension as well.
Okay.
Bear with me here. Sorry about that. So that's my extension
okay.
as well.
Okay, and to reach Zack, it'd be 703-372-1940, and his extension is 1005, it looks like.
Yes.
And I had one more question here. Are there any resources about this on your website that people could look at in the meantime?
Yes, so we do have
Okay.
our newer website as of this spring. We do have resources on there, as well as templates and things like that to kind of get the ball rolling on projects. Kind of another note on that, art related side, we love to push our design work. It's a free service we want to always provide for you. So if you're looking to get some fresh ideas on some things, if you have a customer logo or something like that that you'd like to send to me and say, here's our budget or here's the event, we can get you some awesome ideas and graphics sent back to you. That's a free charge again for us. So that's another great way to kind of as a next hitting point from here as we go on from here. So I want to make that available for everyone.
And then I have a specific question about the replica rings. What's the minimum on those?
Yes, those, we have a published minimum of 100, but I mean, I've quoted 5 pieces before. So there really isn't an actual minimum on those. So if you have a specific design or idea of what you're looking for, I can help get you some pricing on that as well.
Okay. And in general, what would the turnaround be for a custom project like this? I know it probably depends on what it is, but is it like weeks?
Yes. I should have, yes, that should have been sort of mentioned already, but it wasn't. So a lot of things that we're doing, these completely custom projects are turned around in about 3 weeks. Since we do bring probably 80 or 90% in from China or Turkey, these completely custom, mostly PMS matched sort of orders or projects are kind of in that 3-week window that we're doing.
Okay. And Zack's website, it would just be BamBams.com, right? That's
yes,
the site?
just BamBams.com.
Yes. Okay. Cool. And then somebody asked if the session's being recorded. It is. So you guys will get a copy of that recording in about 24 hours, so you can rewatch anything.
Great.
Anything else you have before I jump into a little bit of information about DC?
I don't think so. Yes, thank you everyone so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to jump onto my screen real quick. Okay. So I just wanted to really quickly just explain a little bit about Distributor Central and our tools for distributors. I'm just actually on our homepage right now, distributorcentral.com. And Distributor Central is a completely free service for distributors. Any distributor who does not already have an account or does not know their username or password can come here, click on distributors, and then click on get my free account right here. We'll just ask you some basic questions about your company. A lot of times you already have an account, you just don't know it or you don't remember it. So we'll get you your username and password either way. But what you can do with Distributor Central is find products like what BamBams has presented today, as well as some of our other suppliers on DC. You can create websites that feature those products. You can make those e-commerce websites. You can do product research and presentations, and even use DC for your order management. You can create invoices, keep track of your proofs, upload artwork, all into that DC system at no charge to you. Some of the resources that are available to our distributors under the resources section include both recorded videos and past webinars. So if we click on the training videos here, you'll see some of our general recorded videos that are training, and then you'll see some of our past GoToWebinars. If you'd like to take a closer look at some of that, just scroll through here. You'll also have access to our Help Center, and our Help Center includes all the frequently asked questions and videos that you might have. get really good resource as you're getting started. You can also reach out to us directly. Our email for support is info@distributorcentral.com. Our number is 888-516-7401. And we even actually created some graphics specifically for some of these BamBam products. So if you guys create a website with DC, or you wanted to add some of this great product to your website to show off in a graphic, you can come here to resources, graphics for your website, and you'll see there's a section that has a BamBam zip file of different graphics that you could look at. And those graphics I have here, let me just show you what those look like. Maybe. There we go. So here's an example. It's a banner. Usually we have a carousel on your home page, so you can add any of these banners and link them to all of the BamBams products that are like this. And so these are all free to you from inside Distributor Central. And again, this is provided to you completely free by suppliers like BamBams. You guys have access to our support line, which is 888-516-7401, or you can give us an email at info@distributorcentral.com. We're going to go ahead and send any of the questions we might not have gotten to today over to Zack and the team, so that if they need to, they can get back to you guys via email and you guys can connect. I don't see any other questions. So I think that's all I have for today. Zack, do you have anything else?
I don't think so. Thank you. I picture a great looking audience and lots of laughter. But thanks again for joining us today.
Yeah. No, thank you, Zack. We appreciate you presenting for us. Everyone have a great afternoon. And like I said, you'll get the recording here in about 24 hours. Thanks.